very first time in Nigeria, history was made by the youths. Though they claimed there was no known leader who called the shots, but the energy they pulled seemed well coordinated across the country. It started mildly and within few days built up to become a scenario that attracted the attention of the international community. The Endsars protest. During this period, the Lagos State Governor met with the protesters twice and identified with their cause. He believed the youths were fighting a just cause. He got the 5-point demand of the protesters and delivered it personally to President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja, while he used every available opportunity to appeal to the youths to be peaceful and law-abiding as they protested. But over a week into the protest, hoodlums hijacked it, and there were reports of robbery, setting ablaze of police stations, and attacks on Lagos residents in different parts of the state.
Some of our colleagues paid the supreme price during this period. We lost 6 police personnel. We lost 16 police stations burnt by the hoodlums, while 13 police stations were vandalized. 12 police posts were burnt, while 5 police posts were vandalized. So police officers that were injured are 36 in number, while 58 police vehicles were burnt and 13 police vehicles vandalized.
Láago kọ̀ọ̀sán lọ ya ọjà lọ́bẹ̀ sí ní fọ́ shop ẹni tó bá rí wọn gùn ni bó ṣe kó gbogbo ọjà yẹn lọ wọ́n wá padà wá níjọ́ Wednesday láago 5 wọ́n wá sọnà sí gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sá nídìí ẹ̀pù yín sá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sá ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ sá.
The state government, being a listening and people-focused one in no time, set up a judicial panel of inquiry and restitution to investigate various cases of police brutality and make recommendations for compensating identified victims.
I encourage everyone that has been brutalized by the disbanded SARS, including families of those who must have had fatality, to present their case before this judicial panel. The task of reforming the Nigerian police is achievable in our view. We however require the cooperation of all our citizens, including the youth, to accomplish this.
The impact of the destruction is huge. It attracted commiseration visits and promises of support from various quarters, including the Southwest governors, senators, and House of Representative members from the region, ministers from the federal cabinet, and more. Despite the huge losses caused by the attacks, the Lagos State government swiftly came up with robust plans to rebuild the state instead of wallowing in the pains caused by the destruction. Mr. Governor signed an executive order to set up an 8-man Lagos Rebuild Trust Fund Committee with members drawn from both public and private sectors.
I can assure you of the committee's utmost commitment to the reconstruction and the upgrading of our dear state. The committee will have a profound effort on how quickly and efficiently we are able to rebuild our state and restart our socio-economic growth. It is the needed critical intervention at this time if we must make a difference.
As the state counts its losses, it is also imperative to pay attention to some of the lessons learned in the process.
Anytime you want to undertake on a peaceful protest, it is very important to set up the protocol in order not to allow miscreants, hoodlums, to hijack the protest. The moment you allow that, the purpose and intent of your protest will be defeated, as the case now with this peaceful protest that we witnessed.
Apparently, the social media played a great role in all of this both ways.
If you observe, during this entire Endsars protests, if people were going to a certain place, or maybe something is happening at a certain place, there is the instant awareness that something is going on. In fact, when prisoners broke out, when there was jailbreak in Edo State, before any TV could report it, it was already available on social media, because that is a faster way to build awareness for something. During this Endsars protest, people threw away all their biases, people threw away their religious sentiment, they threw away their traditional, tribalistic sentiment. They threw all of that away, and they all came together for just one united front. We want to see a nation that is working, a nation that all of us that are growing up in this nation can be proud of. And that is something that completely, totally played out throughout this entire Endsars protest.
With all the efforts put in place by the state government towards rebuilding the state, residents believe the best is yet to come, as they share the conviction of Mr. Governor that Lagos will rise again.